Hey everybody, welcome back. And the next step is going to be to get this blog page looking like the original blog. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the back end of the site and check on where this blog lives. I don't want it to be a blog archive page. I want it to be a page. So I have my pages set up. I have a blog page, and I can see here that it's been called the posts page, and I don't want that. And the reason I don't want that is because I can't edit that page. So I'm going to go to settings and then reading, and I'm going to just deselect everything for post page. Put it back on select, and then I'm going to save the changes. Okay, so what's going to happen is my blog page is going to disappear. Okay, so what we want to do is go back to the page, the blog page, and edit it. And you can see it's reverted to classic editing, which we do not want. We're just going to click on that, convert to blocks, and it's going to be nothing here, and that is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a row layout block. All I'm doing is adding the post back in and making a sort of a pretend blog archive page. And a blog archive page is a page that displays all of your blog posts. Okay, so here it is. I added the post block in here, and you can see all my blog posts have shown up. Um, the size of the images is a little bit big. So I'm going to go to style and image settings. And I want to change that to, I'm going to try 2:1. Yeah, that brought them up a little smaller. Um, we still have the issue with the H2s being too large, and that we learned was the Elementor problem. So, but this is close anyway. Um, we can make these a little smaller on this particular page, and I'm going to make them 21. I believe that's what they should be set at. I'm going to give it some line height, kind of open that up a little bit, and I'm going to get rid of all this meta info because you can see that she does not have any meta info. Um, but it's keeping the categories, which is fine. I'm going to go into content settings. This is under the advanced tab, and I'm going to enable a custom excerpt link. And I'm going to just bring that down so it's not so overwhelming. And I really can't change the size of this text because it's coming from the customizer. So, I mean, this is really tiny. And I don't know. Yeah, see, it's much smaller than um, the actual blog post text. And I really don't think it's a good idea to have it that small. It's hard to read. So I'm going to leave ours a little bigger. I just want to make sure this is saved correctly. And then, of course, I'm working on the staging site. You know that I'm not even logged into the original site. I don't want to make any mistakes with changing things on the original site. Okay, so here we are. Now you can see that we have a spacing issue here. The title is not showing. The page title is not showing. So I'm guessing it's in here. I'm going to go to page settings. And yeah, the page title's been disabled. I'm going to put it on default. And that way we can work with the customizer and figure out how to change this over now. We'll still have the transparent header to deal with. So I'm going to go to customize. I'm going to move myself way out of the way here. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we can move this title over. If we go to posts and pages layout, this is now a page. It's not an archive page, it's a page. Okay, so we're going to just move the title over there and we're going to shorten this up a little bit. It's pretty tall. So just bring it up like this. And I'm not sure if I can make that text a little smaller. The title font, let's see, here's the size. We can bring that down. There we go. Okay. So far so good. Now we have to fix this color in the back here. So um, behind the page title background, we're going to put a gradient in there, our gradient, and use those two colors. You see that it hasn't changed, and that's telling me that there's an overlay color. And when I inspect it, I can actually see that overlay if I come up here and grab and inspect that whole div. And you can see here that there's a hero section overlay. Okay, and there's a background color, and there's that um, cranberry color. And I'm going to just click that off. And now you can see that there's our gradient. So I need to find that in here. And this is the only clue that I have is there's an overlay color right here. And I'm going to click on that and I'm going to try just pulling all the color out. See, I put that right down to 0 and that solved that issue. So now I have a gradient just like this one and I can play with that gradient color. Get like, let's see, maybe that's a different angle a little bit. Um, oops. Hmm, rid of it. Oops, I need to be on the gradient. Wait a minute. That's the overlay color, sorry. And you can play with this stuff all day long. I'm gonna click on this one and I'm gonna just see if I can get rid of some of it. Yeah, I'm just gonna lighten the opacity on that. And that's properly. I mean, again, this is something that we can just work on forever. So I'm gonna, for the sake of this, I'm gonna leave that for now. I could sample all these colors and then reproduce them in here. I'm not gonna take the time to do that. I'm gonna publish this now though. So here's our here's our blog page. Here's the original one. There is a search bar here. Um, I might be able to add a little navigation thing there, but for now, it's pretty good. Um, it's also, I don't think I can change the color on these. It's a link, but let's just see if we can change that color. Um, I don't think there's a way to do it in here. Anything like that we can always do with CSS, but I don't want to have to do that. Oh, page title. No, it's not gonna, that's gonna just affect this title. Let's see what the headings are. Are they all red? No, they're black. See, this is a problem when it's not done properly to begin with. You see, that's an H1. So, and even the H2s are black. Yeah, that's an H2. So we can't really change that, but so we're gonna live with it. Okay, and now I'll just close that out. And let's see what has happened with the other pages here. Well, first of all, let's look at an individual blog post. Okay, the image is quite large. Go to the same post. Let's listen. Get rid of this. Yeah, the image is quite large there as well. I actually think this one looks better because it shows a little more of it. So I'm going to leave this for now, and we'll talk to Sandra and see if she wants to change that out. But I think this image looks better than this one because it's not so cut off. So I'm going to leave it. Okay, so now let's talk about the About page. You can see we didn't have a lot of work to do on there. And what was the other one? Services, same thing. So I'm going to end this video and then come back and work on these two pages. Okay, I'll be right back.